morning, Hornets, and welcome to your daily dose of BGSN. I'm Tiana.
And I'm Emily. The main focus of today's show will be the events that happened on 9/11.
There are multiple live streams at Ground Zero this morning to remember the victims of 9/11.
Let's take a look on CBS.
There are multiple live streams at Ground Zero where the victims of 9/11 were taking place.
We are taking a look at CBS right now as we speak. They read off the victims of the victims yearly.
Anna S.W. Allison, Barbara Arestaki, Myra Joy Aronson.
Now let's take a look at Josh Parker's package on how the 9/11 events took place in Beech Grove High School.
September 11th, I was teaching. I was still here that day.
A time more different than our own, in a nation that seemed to be invincible. We, as United States citizens, remember September 11th, 2001. Not only did the terrorist attacks on September 11, 2001 affect the lives and families lost at the Twin Towers, the Pentagon, and at a small field in Pennsylvania, but they struck the heart of the nation, even here at Beech Grove High School.
Still here that day. And it was sort of weird because that was the one year my wife was also working in the guidance office, and I had just gone down during my prep to talk to her, and they had the TV on in the guidance area. And we looked up and we saw the one plane hitting the tower. And really thought, oh, what a tragedy. We just thought, for some reason or another, there had been an accident, and on the way to LaGuardia, it hit the tower. And then while we're still sitting there, the second plane came and hit, and then we knew something was really wrong. And first thing was shock. I mean, you just don't believe that's going to happen. You see it on TV, you see it on movies, but you don't expect it to happen there. And so we didn't know what to think, and then we started getting the news in about where else, about the Pentagon had been hit too, and it was just disbelief and really just not thinking anything could ever happen like that on our soil.
Through the countless lives lost, and the countless families separated, and the many men and women that laid their lives down to save those during 9/11, we give our greatest honor, and we remember you. Thank you for watching. I'm Joshua Parker with Beech Grove Student News.
As you can see, September 11, 2001 did not only affect New York, Pennsylvania, and Washington,
But it shook the nation down to the core to where it was the most silent day in history.
Today, all throughout Indiana, residents are honoring those who lost their lives with memorial events.
Columbus City Hall held a moment of silence starting at 8:40 this morning.
Indianapolis will be also holding a ceremony that started at 8:40 to commence those who lost their lives in attacks.
The Indianapolis Fire Department held a mass in the Cecina Memorial High School gym at 9:30.
There will be another event in Indianapolis at 6:30 that includes Harley Davidson riding around escorting a group of people downtown where a ceremony will be held. Everyone is welcome.
17 years ago, September 11, 2001, at 8:37 a.m., the Boston Air Traffic Control Center alerts the military that Flight 11 was hijacked.
At 8:42 a.m., Flight 93, carrying 7 crew members, 33 passengers, and 4 hijackers are on board the San Francisco-bound flight, which is filled with 48,700 CV.
At 8:46 a.m., 5 hijackers crashed American Airlines Flight 11 in floors 93 through 99 of the North World Trade Center tower. 77 passengers, 11 crew members, and hundreds in the building were killed instantly.
846 responders mobilized and North Tower evacuated beginning at the 43. President George Washington Bush was alerted at 8:50 in the Sarasota Elementary School.
At 9:02, evacuation was ordered in the South Tower. At 9:03, the South Tower was hit by flights 175 into floors 77 through 85, killing 81 passengers, 9 crew members, and along with unknown number of people inside the building.
At 9:37, 5 hijackers crashed American Airlines Flight 77 into the Pentagon, killing 53 passengers and 6 crew members on board, as well as killing 125 military and civilians on the ground.
At 9:59, after burning for 56 minutes, the South Tower collapsed in 10 seconds. At 10:03, 4 hijackers crashed Flight 93 in a field in Somerset County in Pennsylvania, after brave passengers and crew stormed the cockpit.
At 10:28, the North Tower collapsed after burning for an hour and 7 minutes. In all, the total, there were 2,996 victims that day. In loving memory of the victims and loving honor of the heroes, we remember.
Now let's take a moment of silence as the body of Beech Grove High School to remember the victims and the families of those who were affected by this event and day.
Is that
That's
American
all
11 trying to
for
call?
your-
We have some planes. Just stay quiet and you'll be okay. We're returning to the airport.
The pilot, everyone's been stabbed. They're in the back of the airplane. They're not. Oh, the hijackers are in the cockpit. Oh, no. Okay, we just lost connection.
More than 40,000 people work there, and on any given day, more than 100,000 business and leisure visitors.
But of course the major concern is human loss.
Oh my God, another plane has just hit. Oh, another one just hit.
Oh my God.
My God.
Just flew directly over my building.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, God.
There's another one.
There was another one.
Running away very, very quickly. There are more explosions further down the building.
Explosion.
The building's exploding right now. You got people running up the street. Everybody's panicking.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a difficult moment for America. I unfortunately will be going back to Washington after my remarks. Secretary of Rod Page and Lieutenant Governor will take the podium and discuss education. I do want to thank the folks here at Booker Elementary School for their hospitality. Today we've had a national tragedy. 2 airplanes have crashed into the World Trade Center in an apparent terrorist attack on our country. I have spoken to the Vice President, to the Governor of New York, to the Director of the FBI, and have ordered that the full resources of the federal government go to help the victims and their families, and to conduct a full-scale investigation to hunt down and to find those folks who committed this act. Terrorism against our nation will not stand. And now, if you join me in a moment of silence. May God bless the victims, their families, and America. Thank you very much.
Tell me what you know.
Claire, let me interrupt you for a second. We now have fire confirmed at the Pentagon. If John McCarthy at the Pentagon can hear me, John, please get in touch immediately if you can and brief us in there. John McCarthy has actually been evacuated from the Pentagon.
Associated Press is reporting that a plane crashed at the Pentagon.
The heart of the military command center of the United States of America, John. It can't get much worse than this, let's hope.
Claire, what's that we're looking at?
Well, that's what we're trying to figure out right now. It's like nothing I've ever seen.
There's something going on behind the old executive office building.
We are also getting reports now that there is a fire on the mall in Washington. The car bomb has exploded at the State Department.
There is a plane circling the White House at the moment.
A white plane
plane, a very big jet.
The Secret Service was very concerned, pointing up at the jet in the sky.
The Secret Service received what AP is describing as a credible threat of a terrorist attack against the White House itself.
The people who came out were told and ordered by the Secret Service to run.
I'm in front of the Capitol, and a moment ago, police officers ran up to us and told us, and I quote, "There is a plane that has been hijacked and is headed this way."
There has been an explosion of some kind at the Capitol.
And back toward the Supreme Court area, we just heard a low, muffled thud. It sounded like a small explosion. Sirens are going off around this city like you cannot believe.
Now anything is possible.
We want to hold our breath here, it just seems to me, for a second, and not get into a mode that the country is under attack.
We are a nation under siege.
Tell everybody that heightened security is important now.
The word of the day is steady.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God!
We're not sure exactly what happened, but it was another explosion on the far side of one of the buildings from where we're standing.
Have been injured more.
We heard a big bang, and then we saw smoke coming out, and everybody started running out, and we saw the plane on the other side of the building, and there was smoke everywhere, and people are jumping out the windows. Over there, they're jumping out the windows, I guess because they're trying to save themselves. I don't know.
That's all for your Daily Dose of BGSN 10. I'm Tiana.
And I'm Emily. Have an amazing rest of your day, Hornets.